2, 3, come on!
Hey, good weekend everybody. How's everyone doing? You got Lyle coming to you for my weekend shave. Hope everyone's had a great weekend. Hope you've had great weather and you've been able to enjoy it. So for today's shave, I'm going to use, had it upside down, PAA Sundown. I just love this scent. I mean, this is based off of Gillette Sun Up. And I have to tell you now, this may be my favorite vintage cologne scent. I just really enjoy this. It has put finding a vintage bottle of Sun Up by Gillette on my bucket list to have. I do have this all smashed up here in my Thirsty Badger bowl. Keeping with the PAA theme today, I'm going to use my PAA Starling 24mm synthetic. You'll see me finish it off with a matching splash. We'll get to the razor in a few minutes. Let's get this lather going here. So this is in the original Crown King base. This is not CK6. This lathers extremely well for me, very quickly. I got way too much soap in here. I'll be making enough to probably shave my whole body 3 times. Sorry, just listening to some noise upstairs, wondering what's going on. This base performs very well for me. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do not see a massive difference between this and CK6 for myself. Sorry, I fixed my mat. They both perform wonderfully, lather easily, and I get good shaves from both. The post-shave feel might actually be a little better on CK6 for me, but I don't know if it's drastically better for me. How's that sound? I've always really enjoyed this base, and I think it's all, I have one CK6 left, and it's a seasonal scent upstairs and locked away in my soap collection up there. Everything else I think I have right now is CK, the original CK or pre-CK base. So, all good soap bases. They all do a great job. Douglas and Fran have made excellent products. I have absolutely 0 issues with them. So this is coming along great, as you can see it. This is getting a little older. I do find the scent strength is dying down on me. This used to be very strong. Either my sniffer's going on me, or this is reduced down to around a medium, like a 5.5 in that area. I know it used to be a Rockstar 6, 7 easy. There's a ton here, guys. So I think we're just going to put this to the face. I'm not even going to bother taking a break to continue with that. Let's get some water in the face here. So, just speaking of this, I know you have PAA haters out there, and that's whatever, guys. It's your shave. You do what you want. In my opinion, you have to respect Doug. You may not have to like the gentleman, but you have to respect him. He does a lot for our shaving world. Does a lot of promotion. He's a marketing machine. And he brings out a lot of stuff. And he does a lot of events, you know. I can't think of another artisan who has done more YouTube event. God, I forget the word I want to use. I'm sorry. YouTube content. You know, he would have what, the round table, Wet Shavers round table, like lather be shaving, lots of stuff. He's got his own channel too for he uses the odd content on. But he's had quite a few over the years. So he does all that. makes good products. He does Big Shave. He seems very interested in just being involved as much as he can in the community, which I mean makes good business sense for him. But it's also very nice to see someone that active, because that would take a lot of time. I don't have that time or energy, and I don't know how Doug would. So there's my talk about that, and you can agree or disagree. Like him, don't like him, but I believe you should respect him for the effort he puts into the wet shaving community and promoting it. And I don't even want to start a conversation about anything in the past. It was all before my time. And I'm just not going there, guys. Look at this lather, just beautiful. All right. I know I can get more moisture in here. I don't need to. That's looking good. So, let me clean these lines up for you. I hope you guys all had a great weekend so far. I ended up staying home this weekend while my wife and kids went to the cabin in one of the last trips of the year for the summertime, which I'm really bummed I missed, but I had to. I've something going on in my ears, some sort of ear infection or something, and I just been getting so dizzy lately. It doesn't matter if it's car travel, it seems like, being on the water, swimming, being in the boat, whatever. So I just wouldn't have, I would have made everybody's life miserable. And my wife pretty much told me that. Told me to stay home and try to rest and recuperate before I see the doctor tomorrow. So it's been super hot too. Yesterday was 34 degrees Celsius again, I think. 33 or 34. Today's not quite so hot. It's going to be like 28, 29. Still really warm weather for this time of year up here, which is nice to have. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in the house, not enjoying it too much, trying to relax. So for the blade today, I was going to do another straight razor shave for you guys. That's what I'm really passionate about right now, what I'm really enjoying. I've been playing with the stones, trying to refine my final edge a bit. Third time doing that already, so twice since the last video. But I found something the other day, and I just could not resist buying this. The deal was so good. This is, you can see it, the Grand Shave King Self-Lubricating DE Razor. Still learning a lot about these, but this is what all the PAA dual open comb line of razors is based on. Doug was the first one, I think, to bring out modern versions of this. Then you have Razor Rock has versions of it, Yaki has versions of it. Like, this has spawned a whole bunch of, I'll call them clones. They're not 100%, they made changes, but the idea was based off of this over the last few years. And I didn't realize there's actually a couple versions of this, 2 or 3 from what I've been reading. I got a little bit, I'll tell you about it as we go here. But I want to give this a shot. I haven't shaved with it yet. I got it on Friday. I cleaned it up yesterday, and we're going to give it a shot. It's extremely light. I think I weighed this thing in at 1.65 ounces. It's about 2 3/4, 3 inches long total. It is nickel plated head, I believe, from what I read, but this is a solid aluminum handle. So I'll give it a shot and load it in it right now. It's a fresh Nacet. These are my go-to blades, my overall favorites when I'm using DEs. So I've heard these are extremely mild. That's an understatement. Very, very smooth though. Repair very, very well with a sharp blade. I can tell you that already from this initial passes, or initial strokes. So that's self-lubricating, right? And that's what they call this sucker. designed to leave that lather behind as you do the strokes. This is actually really easy to find the angle with. I had a nickel-plated DOC from PAA, and I found it much harder to get the angle with than this one. This just is natural. It's right there. It's instantaneous almost for me. Can definitely say, and I know that Doug was basing his design off this and he made tweaks, you know. The gaps look different, all that kind of stuff between the teeth and all that. But I think this, for me, so far seems like a better razor. Haven't tried the extensions or anything like that. I just wasn't spending that money because I said my focus lately has been getting more into straight razors. Lots of lather left, guys. Wow. I just love this scent. I will put the scent notes and ingredients for this up for you guys. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's a great old 60s era cologne type scent. And like I said, this is on my bucket list now, big time. Has been for a little while. If I can find a bottle of it, both original cologne and aftershave, I'll buy it because I just love it. It just makes me think of like a gentleman, business attire, fancy clothes in the 60s, going to work, being a stand-up kind of guy, smelling great, and the ladies loving him. Anyways, I just love this scent. It's very, very, very nice. And I love this original label Doug made. Doug, I'm sorry. I know you've upgraded to change the label for when you release this in the CK6, but I still prefer this label. So, we're going to cross the grain here, everyone. Just a little bit of talk about the razor. I got some notes here, so if you see me looking, sorry about that. So from what I've seen for some quick looking around on the internet, I gotta give props to Badger and Blade for this information. There's also some I got from the Shave Den, I believe it was, but I'm using the stuff I got from Badger and Blade for right now. Basically, as I understand, there's at least 2 versions of this, possibly 3. The patent was issued in 1945. Fuck. Excuse my language, everyone. I shouldn't be talking when I'm shaving because I think I actually got myself with an extremely mild razor. Yep, I know better to be talking when I'm doing sideways around there. I just haven't done it for such a long time, so I've been using straights that I completely forgot. Well, see what the against the grain pass is like. Like this thing's super mild, and there's so much being left behind. You can buff for hours with this thing. It's crazy. Anyways, patent was issued in 1945. Like I said, solid aluminum handle, and you have nickel-plated top and base caps. You have the teeth on the base cap, on the top plate and the base cap. It's called a self-lubricating razor to let the lather through, help it glide, keep it more comfortable once you're being a meathead and doing that. So yeah, the slotted top cap is supposed to, when I read this exactly, slotted comb cap which holds and retains the water and moistens the lather during the shaving, and that's after you've obviously been putting water on it. It's a pretty neat idea. Works well, I think. I mean, you saw the lather it was leaving behind too to help lubricate the skin and everything. There is 2 types apparently though, like I said, 2 or 3. So this, from what I can tell, is one of maybe the earlier ones. couple information I was able to find on specs is two different types. So the one type has the patent number under the head on the base plate, which is what mine has, and is about 2 3/4 inches overall length. Sounds fair to me on this one. The handle is like 0.69 ounces, somewhere in there, and the head is about 0.82. The base teeth on here are supposed to be 17, and the top is, sorry, base is 14, top is 17. 17. On the other version, you'll see one that says self-lubricating, made in the USA, and the patent number on the front here. And that one is actually a little heavier on the handle, 0.79 ounces. It's a little longer, it's 3 inches overall. But the head is a little lighter. It is 0.75 ounces from what I found online versus the 0.82 of this one. Excuse me. I drink of water here, I'm sorry. And that version has 11 base teeth instead of 14, but it has the same amount of teeth on the cap, which is 17. Now, I've read there might be a third version, and I'm still looking for specs on that. So I was able to find some specifications on, like I said, a Badger blade. So I give shout out to that forum for that. I'm not on there much anymore, but it has a wealth of information sometimes, especially on the older posts. If you go back and start searching, you can find some interesting stuff out. I think that post was from 2013, which is even somewhere 2012 and that kind of stuff, and a little bit older. So, okay, let's try the against the grain. I'm not going to speak as I'm going through this area again. Extremely mild. Man, if you like buffing, this razor's your best friend. You could buff for hours with it, just feeling it. Extremely mild and definitely not crazy efficient. Like you do have to buff with this. Cool razor though. And not something I come across that often. Yeah, available to buy. I think I've seen 2 of them in 5 years I've been doing this. There's a lot of slickness from this old base, from this original CK base still. It's still a very good price. It's an excellent, excellent vegan base. You know, this, I find the assets sharp, but yet that retain a really good smoothness to them. I think this would pair very well with like a feather or a Kai or maybe even a Bic. I don't know if you can see those lines it's leaving behind there. It's interesting. Definitely not as close as I would like. But it's a smooth, very smooth and comfortable shave. Very enjoyable, actually. You know, unless you're doing something stupid like this. But I'd still like to get that closer. Just not the biggest fan of how it's feeling. I have to try it with a sharper blade. I tell you, if you got sensitive skin, you need something mild. It's kind of cool to use, unique. This would be a neat razor to be using. I'm also trying, it's so light, I'm trying to remember not to use pressure. I kind of want to find myself wanting to bear down on it a little bit to see if I can get it to cut more, which is stupid, I know. Well, you know what? That's TFS, and I think I'm going to leave it. It's lunchtime here now. I'm making this video on Sunday for you guys, and that'll give me enough whiskers back tomorrow morning for a nice shave. So, before going to work. So I am going to do my warm water rinse, cool water rinse, clean up my gear, and I'll be back for the post shave, everyone. All right, I'm back. Just do a little pat dry here. Like I said, I did a warm water rinse, put a little alum on that. There's no stain. Cool water rinse. Whoops. And then just cleaned up my gear. Did the pat dry here for you guys. I'm going to check this post out. So, Doug's old formula here has alum in it, I do believe. Yeah, I always find this older formula stings the hell out of me, but I'll see what it's like this shave. Oh, such a good scent. Such a good scent. And the scent strength on that is still very good, very strong. Yeah, a little bit of that PAA burn. Oof. Wow. Oh. That's a good burn. Holy smokes. I've never ever used one of the old PAA formulas before getting his new bottle, because I noticed in most of his new splashes don't seem to have alum in them. But this one, ooh-wee. This formula gets me every time. So, that's it. That's the shave. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's do a quick recap for you guys. So today, I was using Gillette Sundown. Whoop. Soap in the Crown King base with the matching Aftershave splash. I used a Thirsty Badger bowl. Whipped it all up. Keeping with the PAA theme here for you guys. For the Starcraft 24mm synthetic, based on a Mohawk design, a rare Canadian brush. That's on my bucket list to find too. And the blade I used today was a fresh Nasette. And I was playing around first shave with a vintage Grand King self-lubricating razor. I got off an auction site, not eBay. and very mild. This is what, like I said, all the DOCs you see out there now are originally based off of. Very mild razor, lots of easy buffing. It needs, I think, a very, very sharp blade. Otherwise, you're going to be, oh, I hear myself there, buffing a ton trying to get stuff. But very cool razor, very neat. And I'm going to keep playing with it and see if I decide to keep it. So I want to thank you all for watching my videos as always. I do appreciate your comments down below. I appreciate you subscribing and supporting me. And I just want to wish you all a great rest of your weekend, a great upcoming week. I'll see you next weekend, everyone. Happy shaving.